Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live once again in sunny Bretonia. For the third time, we're broadcasting the Brawl. Today we have Gasconnie making a return, this time with their A-team, and they're taking on Castagne. Ooh. I am your host, Vincent Le Sommelier, top 5 language knower in the BRE. And joining me back on the casting couch this evening is the Mayor of Boston, Beaumont.
Hello chat, bonjour le
What
chat.
a privilege to have such an esteemed member of the community with us.
So true. And of course, the Kiwi casting extraordinaire, Reynold the Architect. Hello, Reynold.
How we doing, chat?
Doing
Also known as the Outer Mesh Goat.
hell yeah, brother.
Looks like a very French chat today.
Oh,
which is
and I
understandable.
have once again forgotten to update the Twitch info. We'll be sorting that out a little later down the line. First things first, let's meet our teams. We've got La Légion de Béni, which translates to the Legion of Bienvenus. Gasconnie A-team showing up strong, and they're taking on the Castagne Skull Crushers, which translates to Castagne. Let's have a little look at the French first. Beaumont, tell me, Hubald leading the charge as captain here. What do we expect out of him in the Brawl today?
From Gasconnie team, we're gonna, as you can see, they already have 3 two-handed swords, which is quite a lot. They've got 3 shield players. They're gonna be extremely aggressive. You can already tell by the players that are wielding the two-handed sword. We've got Le Borgne, former older player, Petit Dombrun, so-called best player of BRE, but that's only his opinion, and Rembald, who's like the serial harasser of Gasconnie. So we'll see how it goes.
A lot of pent-up French rage potentially being unleashed here. We know the French have a long history of defeats in wars, both against the English and against other powers of Europe, so perhaps they're going to want to unleash a bit of that today against Castagne. Tell me, we've mentioned a couple names here. Who else should we look out for on the French roster?
Oh, Ion is pretty savage. He's a better duelist than Go Fighter, that's for sure. So we'll see how it goes. Léon Degas is extremely fat. That's the only thing I can say about him. And Jean Labaliste, former archer, is one of the best shield players of the French, of the 2 French duchies. So we can expect some good slapping from the French side against the swamp. I don't even know the
Castagne
name of their
Skull
team.
Crushers. That's the Castagne Skull Crushers.
Weren't they formerly the Swamp Stompers or something like that?
That was a long time ago. That was when,
Maybe
yeah.
some of you weren't born. Maybe.
Some of us weren't born then. Anyway, moving on. The Castagne Skull Crushers, this time helmed by Jones de Plocuge, who I believe is no longer de Plocuge.
Jones de Guérac
Reynold,
is his new thief.
go right ahead. Tell me
Yes.
what you know about Castagne, buddy.
So, part of the Rainbow Coalition, Sanya, we've got a lineup of, I think, 4 knights today. Duc de Molièvre, Dagon de Castagne at the head of it all, Arthur de Creffieux, and Jones de Plucage. And then we've got, I think, supplemented by maybe a Graveguard and another sergeant in there
And
today.
it's
Not
starting
sure.
already.
Oh, shit! Well, we won't get to talk about just how handsome L'Amour is yet, as the fighting begins. Skirmish already breaking off here, getting a bit thin in the middle. And we see a couple of 1v1s. Ooh, big kick miss there from one of the Gasconnie players, punished with a quick slice from a big fat Castagne's man. Udis the Embrun here, missing another kick. Beaumont's died, but it's Gasconnie who strike first. Sylvan's on the game. Gasconnie 1 up here. Gasconnie building on that advantage. Arthur hits the deck. Gasconnie with 2-player advantage. But that's not stopping these big Castagne 2-hangers swinging around here.
Ooh, the shield bash. That's pretty mean. That's pretty mean.
Oh, L'Amour, most handsome man in BRE, gets a kill on a Gasconnie man, and then team kills Dangon.
Team kill from Bowser, though. Bit rusty from his retirement, not quite warmed up yet.
Either way, rust be damned, team kills be damned. Gasconnie take round 1.
This is what happens when you become a father. You stop playing and you get rusty.
Quick shout out to Pookie Francis and Pookie Merle.
Huge shout out to the Pookies right there. If only they were in this team, Castagne might have won that one. As it stands though, Gasconnie take the first, and the second is coming up now. Some spear skirmishing here, great blocking. Ooh, and as I say that, he gets absolutely thrust down the centre.
Bit of a new one for us on the brawl. The two-headed axe seeing some action from the Castagne side.
Well, if only he was targeting the shields, that would be far better.
That's a bit of an OP strategy.
Look at Alan, he's so small. I mean, he's dead now, but he's so small compared to the others.
Eon takes a kill, Alan's down, tiny little man, couldn't find his feet in this round.
Will the Rainbow Knights be able to pick it up? I don't know.
Balza here, taking some swings, but Arthur's equalised the numbers disadvantage. Ooh, and as I say that, Castagne get absolutely fucked. Lamore manages to snipe a kill on the way out, but it's 2-0 Gasconnie, baby. Is this what we expected coming into this match? I know Gasconnie are a super strong team, but Castagne historically have had some big-time shooters in their roster. Were we expected it to go to an early 2-0?
I think we know Castagne has some good fighters, duelists specifically, but I think Gasconnie is just so well... They're just so cohesive across the board, across all their teams. They put the work in, they put in the hours, and I think that really shows in these brawls.
Round 3 starting now. Alan onto the two hands, getting thrust down the centre. Not something you like to see, and then getting absolutely bitch slapped around by this spear. It is not looking hot. Sylvan here putting on some pressure. Not sure who he's fighting, but the guy he's fighting has managed to get away with a hit in a 2v1. Impressive stuff. Shield bash coming out, and a thrust. LeBorn, maybe.
Good movement, good footwork from him.
Sylvan, of course, one of the squires amongst Castagne, hopefully looking to put on a show for Beaumont in hope that he passes the next big trial. Ooh! Big chops in the centre, but Thudris takes out Drew, Rainbow takes out Alan, and suddenly it's looking rough for the boys in blue. Gasconnie take round 3. I mean, you see these flashes here of something that could be very big. You see flashes of success, and then without, in the blink of an eye, Gasconnie seemed to steal the show.
It honestly looks like Castagne could do more than that. They just struggle to, I don't know, move properly maybe?
What do we make of this double spear action from Castagne here? We're starting round 4 and Castagne still busting out the double spear. Is it working for them?
I think they're just wasting damage, pretty much. Look at Lamar, he hasn't landed a single hit since the beginning of the round.
I mean, Lamar might be struggling, but I will not take any slander of him. Alan strikes first, Thudris going down. Counter kick by Rainbow, though. Putting that Castagnese two-hander in a bit of a pack. Dangorn. Well, I wish I didn't say that now. And he goes down. Impressively, though. Don't ban me. 2v1 here. And Lamar finishes it quick. Castagne looking like they could take it all the way. Heeman died, but that's not part of the brawl, so I don't give a fuck. Lamar takes another, Sylvan takes another, and suddenly, after my shit
The
talk,
tidy victory, 5-1.
Castagne, yeah, back on the board with an impressive showing. They have teeth in this game. Reynold, what do we think worked for Castagne?
Could have been that double spear you were mentioning, or maybe they just took a while to find their feet there. Looks like they've switched to a more conventional lineup of the 3 two-handers, though, followed by 3 shields. Can always drop the spears as well, so just I think giving them a little bit extra damage.
Let's see, bit of a mirror matchup here, apart from the solo spear on the Gasconnie team. He's getting some pokes in, but it's a big bash.
Good
Suddenly,
backstab there.
Rainbow goes from 2v1 to 2v1.
Oh, Drew.
Oh, masterful target switch from Rainbow there.
Rainbow showing why he is in the A team. Oh, but he gets kicked. I don't know who that handsome man is, but he is getting... I'm kidding, I knew who it was all along. Most handsome man in Castagne. Lamar goes down. What a tragedy. Alan's followed. Dangorn comes after, and Arthur falls just as fast.
One after the another.
Might have got a win, but they did not build up on that momentum. Scores on the board now. Gasconnie 4, Castagne 1. Do we see any chance of a comeback in this first set?
I've got some doubt. It doesn't seem like Castagne can understand what is going wrong with their team. They seem to split a lot. Like there's this 1v1 going here, and the other one there, and the other one there as well. We've got 4 1v1 going on in a BRAWL, which is not usual. They should play together, but I think, yeah, Gasconnie has better duelists than Castagne, to be honest, so maybe that's not the way to go.
It's looking like it.
Dagon looking like he's winning his one though.
Ooh.
But then, there we go, the classic switch up. And now it's just doing nothing for Castagne.
Kills traded evenly across the board, though. Sylvan actually edging out a bit of an advantage here, but it's struck back immediately by LeBon. Alan zoned off here.
Ooh! That is
Oh, and the kick kill. It's a disaster. Artur punching the shit out of his monitor right now. Not something you want to see in round 6. One more round stands between Gasconnie and the first set in this game. A monumental 5 wins in a row is what it would take for Castagne to pull off victory in set 1. Not looking likely. Brief car on the broad take cast. Wow, I can't speak. It's late on a Tuesday, but not late enough as these boys are back in the game. Nice shield bash. Sylvan looking to rotate, gets another big kick. Answered back by Hudris, and Sylvan goes down. Eon strikes down Alan as well. Looking like disaster for Castagne. Lamore trying to dazzle his opponent with his good looks, but it just isn't working this time. Would do on me. Last man left alive, Lamore, and it's a 6-0, and Gasconnie takes set 1. There is always the age-old adage that after a side switch, Castagne may have just been playing with the sun in their eyes this entire time. Do we think the side switch could lend a bit of victory for the boys?
Well, knowing the Castagne boys don't really like the sun, maybe. Maybe it's the main reason. Maybe it's the main reason.
Maybe it was the
We'll
other
see
way
in a
around.
minute. I don't know. We'll see in a minute, but looking pretty rough for them at the moment. I don't see if they're gonna come back from this. They need to maybe remove the spears and adopt a more aggressive
I thought we might
formation.
see a bit of a roster change up from Castagne. I see Jones on the side, and I think he's just going to be doing a lot more than Sylvan.
What I do see is a roster change for Gasconnie. Big Gajul. Gugu, Ladyboy, de Gargaron has entered the ring for Gasconnie. And he's starting strong with that spear. Bit of a favoured weapon of Gajul. Ooh! Hudris find himself in a spot of hot water. Drew with the Boars cosplay, looking thick as fuck right now. Ooh, now there's a change we didn't see coming. Dang on with the pole arm, baby. Shield break, misses the kick, double miss on the kick. Dang on in hot water, though. He's doing some good blocking, but it's just not enough against 3, and that spear was giving him a poke up the rear. Non-stop that round. Gasconnie strike first in set 2. Beaumont, how do you feel the atmosphere is in the Castagne TeamSpeak right now?
I think it's pretty silent.
Oh.
I think it's pretty. Unfortunately, I don't think they can like come back from this, and I think they know it. Like, they don't seem to adapt. They don't try any strategies. There's only Alan that switches weapons every round, but he's the only one that is trying something new. Meanwhile, the others are like, just getting back, getting some back shots. I don't know.
Getting some back shots. We've seen them many rounds, and the team that delivers the most back shots often ends up the victor. An ethic I try to follow in life in every aspect. Arthur here, stuck in a 1v1, neither side getting much done. LeBon on the other side of the field strikes down Alan. Dangon back on the two-hand, his preferred weapon. However, it's just not looking good enough. It's a clean 6-0 for Gasconnie, and they take round 2. Reynold, you've been a captain of Brawl teams before. You've been on some very, very successful ones, actually riding with or observing Baston rise to victory in their own Brawl tournament win several seasons ago. If you're in this situation, you're in Castagne, what are you telling your team to get them back in the game?
I might go for the classic 6-2 adders for the damage, the desperate attempt. Also a spread. See how condensed we are in that push they just did? They're just getting surrounded by Gasconnie. They need to try and spread out further. It was a thing we saw from CI in that last season. They'd do a classic big battle line going into each round, and they'd always get the wrap on the enemy team. They'll be trying some different formations and such.
I don't know if our production manager could manage this, but if we could have a Theudis the Embrun kicks missed counter on the screen, I think the viewers would love it, because I have counted at least 5 or 6. Castagne holding on for dear life, but Sylvan gives them a thread of hope. Gajul takes out Alan, Eon takes out Arthur, Rainbow takes out Sylvan, and that glimmer of hope is snatched before their very eyes. Gasconnie 3, Castagne 0. Production manager has his finger hovered over that Gasconnie flag every single time. Just getting some word from our production man here. Unfortunately, he claims the amount of missed kicks from Theudis is so big that his PC wouldn't manage having a counter on the screen. Those are some big numbers. Gajul here, on the spear. Bit of a gnarly spear user with a kick and a thrust up the arm. Gajul's favourite. Getting harassed a little bit here. Kick missed by Sylvan. Gajul just S-keying away, throwing that spear where he can.
Theudis is just fighting the air at this point.
Theudis battling his demons live on the brawl pitch.
He's fighting the voices.
Dangon gets kicked and thrusted from behind. Not his favourite position to be in. Drew here, just getting fainted out the fucking window by Eon. Was it Eon? Not even sure. Rainbowed, I think. Order extraordinaire. And once again, Lamore, the last man standing for Castagne. I mean, we're 2 rounds away from a straight Gasconnie victory here. Is it time to start talking about man of the match for both teams?
Certainly not Theudis for those air attacks.
Theudis might not be man of the match in the brawl, but he is doing a good job of battling his inner demons live on stage. They've taken some big hits while he's been missing the enemy. Oh, there's a... You just hate to see it. You hate to see it. But, as Dangon would have said...
Another one.
As Dangon would have said, he'd rather see them tried and missed than not tried at all. And you've got to respect Theudis for trying. Can't respect Eon right now, though, because he's just been put in a pack by Alan. Hold on a minute. Gasconnie suddenly looking on the ropes. Rainbow strikes back, evens out the numbers. Dangon in a sticky spot, and he's down. Theudis. Gajul goes down. It's even. It's not. Arthur's dead. Once again, last man standing Lamore, and he falls, and with him Castagne. One more round for the
Something
lead.
I'd love to know is what weapon is Alan going to pull from the mystery box this round?
That's true. Alan rolling on that random box, and he pulls out the axe, looking mean, looking to break some shields, and looking to give Castagne one last shot at redemption. It's a long, long, hard mountain to climb, but if there's one thing Castagne have experience with, it's things that are long and hard. big hits already on that two-hander in the center. Balzer's dead already.
Once again, we've seen the axe not on a shield, just not where you want to be using it.
Eon strikes back. Strikes the back of Gajul. It's a team kill. Wait, suddenly, Castagne have everyone. Gasconnie with 2 people left. Make that one. Holy shit.
Well.
Something we saw there was Castagne finally actually group fighting properly, doing some target switches, doing some flanking 2-on-1s, and that really secured them that victory there.
Could this be?
Yeah, I think they've toggled the Swamp Shagger mindset on.
Swamp Shagger?
Is that Merle or Francis?
That's Francis. Femboy Francis right there.
Femboy Francis live in the audience. Giving a little
Headbang.
headbang for the boys. And here we go. It could be the final round for Castagne, or it could be the start of a long, hard climb to victory. We've seen Mousillon adjacent teams pull this off before, the legendary Swamp Stompers, and Dangor looks to recreate it, takes down Rainbow. Oh, takes down
that little
Fugis.
2-on-1 against Goodall, that's just what we need to be seeing from Castagne.
Dangor's put his big boy pants on and he's starting to absolutely fucking chop. The vape.
Oh, that...
Go right ahead, Bohemond. I'm getting way too ahead of myself. Lamore takes down Jahan. Big kick from Balza, but not enough. In a 3v1 here. Getting absolutely overswung to hell. And Castagne have struck back with 2. Is this the Mousillon Castagne comfort zone? 1 point from death, 11 from victory. It seems to be where they thrive.
We've seen Mousillon do this before. 1 point away from victory to do a full reverse sweep and claim the match from Baston themselves, actually. Way earlier last year in the Brawl season.
We're not forced to talk about this one.
The legendary Swamp Stompers. Can it be recreated here against Gasconnie? If it is, and I was a Gasconian, I'd think about a quick little swap to Caron. However, we're a long way from that yet, and Gasconnie are looking a lot more poised in this round. These 2-handers are hitting hard though. Gajul's dropped off the spear. Not liking what he sees. Big thrusts though. A lot of target switching.
They need to commit to one of the 2v1s. They're just not getting any kills here. And that's what they need to snowball the fight.
Oh! Alan takes out Rainbow.
Oh, the miss kick.
The miss kick. Lamore's down for Thudris. Arthur's down. Could it be disaster for Castagne? Drew follows. Gasconnie looking like they're taking it all the way. Quick little scare, but it's not enough. Castagne have teeth, but they've lost their mouth. It's over for Castagne. Gasconnie take it. Gotta feel bad.
They had the right idea at the end. We're really focusing on those 2v1s, that group fighting, but just too late. Too late in the game. Who's that bald man in the distance?
Who is that bald man? Wait. That's a very bald man in the yellow. However,
Alright.
we did see an almost epic comeback from Castagne. Really, really solid effort there from the boys. We saw that Castagne, despite being down and out, are not a team to take lightly. Maybe it was Castagne stepping up. Maybe it was Gasconnie taking their foot off the gas. But the Castagne
Who have we
boys...
got on for the interview? I'd love to hear from Dangon personally.
That would be spicy. If we could get Dangon, I would love that. However, he is big money. He might not have time for us small fries. Just waiting to hear from our production manager who's lined up for an interview here. In the meantime, we will be prepping the scoreboard. Here it is right now. Let's see how that victory changes things for the scoreboard. Now, as you can see, since we last looked, there has been a game we did not cover. The Avengers of Lacrimore had another brawl against Maldred's Mocassins and won that 6-0 and 6-1, meaning they are the first team on the board with 2 wins, propelling them to the top. If we look down here, we should see the Legion du Béni, previously on 0 points. They'll now be on 3, joint 4th place. Joint 2nd, technically, with Labour's Gasconnie, their other team, and the champions of CI. Big moves on the scoreboard. Is that how we expect to see the team shape up going forward, boys?
expect to see more of the other teams that haven't played yet. I'd like to see more of the 2 other CI teams, and especially the VSC. I think they're gonna fight next week against the Order, what I heard was true. So I'm looking forward to this. The VSC are a new contender in the Brawl. They've got a really strong team, well-rounded. That's what I'm expecting for the most at the moment.
I'm really interested to see this Gasconnie team perform against CI. They're looking in really good form as well. I don't know who their star player is, but they're all just so proficient in those group fights. Especially after picking up a few of the players from the extinguished French Order last year. As we saw Rainbow and Belzer really bolstering the ranks there.
I have to say, I definitely like what I saw from Gajul when he was subbed on. Picking up that spear, seemed to be making an impact in a couple of fights of his. The Rainbow, of course, big time chopper for the team there. And for me, honourable shout out to LeBorn down there. Big Bowser, had some clutch 2v1s and was consistently getting damage. On the other side, gotta give a shout out to Lamore. Last man alive in most of Castagne's rounds. Further shout out to Dangorn. He did some big damage in the rounds they were winning and also had some pretty clutch 2v1. And finally, gotta give respect to the boy Arta, who wasn't afraid to just bust out a couple different weapons throughout that. Or was it Alan? I can't remember.
Alan.
I think it was a small
Alan.
boy Alan.
Big little man Alan. Take it back. Arta's a great guy, but little man Alan busting out the weapons there. Interesting fella. We're just having a look at who we can get on for the interview right now. Anyone in Gasconnie who speaks good English would be pretty epic.
That's
None
the
of
bar is
them,
pretty
sadly.
low. The bar is pretty low.
Damn.
Alphonse, maybe.
And they can try with the sign language, probably.
Is Hubald here?
I don't think he's around. I'm gonna go and check. Wait.
You go and check. In the meantime, Reynold, any brawls you're excited for? I know we mentioned Gasconnie and the champions of CI. Any other teams you're excited for?
Obviously, we have the top teams. You know, our CIs, our Orders, our Gasconnies, our Bestons. But I really love to see the lower matchups. You know, still in the A bracket, but just kind of the Hermolts versus Montfort. Some of the kind of more even matchups from them.
The teams.
Because unfortunately, we saw Montfort vs CI. Obviously, we know that's going to be like a 12-0, 12-1 situation. But I love to see some of the kind of, you know, still good, still prominent fighters, but, you know, not as top level as the other teams, but they can still... I love to see those matchups, you know.
One for me I'm really excited for. I want to see how the Volsung Berserkers handle the big BRE leagues. Now, the VSC have been long-time friends of the BRE, participated in many persistent Bannerlords and events for as long as I can remember. But how will they shape up in the competitive format of the BRE Brawl?
Yeah, I mean, the heyday of VSC, I think, is over. We have seen, you know, that's in the sunset, but they still got some good fighters in there. And I'm interested to see that debut from them. And I'm also... Against who will it be? You mentioned the Order next week, perhaps.
As expected, none of them speak a good French.
None
I
of
mean,
them
a good English.
None
My
of them
bad.
even
My
speak
bad.
good French. Bit of a non-verbal team, but fear not, we do have Eon Godfrey
Hello.
in the studio. Eon, how are you feeling after today's epic victory against Castagne?
Very fine, very fine. That was fun. That was.
Were you fighting?
Yeah, sure.
No, I didn't see you once.
Oh!
Damn.
Okay.
Eon,
Yeah, tell me.
how strong do you feel your Gasconnie team is this time round in the Brawl?
Probably stronger than the previous one,
Ooh.
but we need to show some other games for now if we are pretty good or just good. But I think we have some good guys, so we can win a lot of games, I think.
Fantastic. Any surprises in the results of today's game? Were you expecting it to go this well, or were you expecting some other challenges coming out of Castagne?
No, we expected this game, but yeah, we work for this, so or counter some players in Castagne, and yeah, that works. So perfect.
Fantastic. Final question from me here, Eon. Castagne managed to scrape 2 victories together right at the end when you were on 5 points. Were you starting to feel a little bit of sweat, a little bit of pressure as Castagne stepped up their game?
Yeah. When we take 2 rounds in a row, we feel a little bit bad, but we focus again and we win the last one.
Fantastic. Any further questions from the casting couch?
I think I'm good.
I'd say first victory for you tonight. Who do you think are the most well-rounded, dangerous opponents this season?
Well, maybe 2 teams, the champion of CI and the other.
Not
We
Baston?
Not Bastogne, not Bastogne. I said not Bastogne. Oh, yeah. That's okay. That's okay, we'll show them.
Sure thing, Bowerman. Work on those team hits first. Okay, Eon, I'm sure you're keen to get back and celebrate with your team, so I won't keep you any further. Go out tonight, get drunk, be a... what did you guys used to call me? Sulo?
Sulo.
Be a Sulo, have lots of fun. It's been a pleasure
thank
watching
you.
you brawl today, Eon.
See you guys.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
The interviews, however, are not over just yet, as we have a commiseratory thank you to Drew de Molievre. I think I said that wrong. Well, welcome, Drew, to the casting couch. Sorry for how the brawl ended up today. How are you feeling after this loss?
Well, thank you for having me, first of all. Yeah, it was a bit... we didn't really expect to lose this way, but we had some technical issues. Great team we fought. And yeah, it's the first round for us. I guess it's going to be better.
Good to hear. Tell me about those technical issues. What do you think was holding back your side tonight?
Lack of coordination, to be honest. We got splitted very often. We had some of their guys really focusing two-handers, making trouble. So yeah, they did really good on switching targets as well. Yeah, I guess we were not really prepared for this one.
Classic story as old as time. Happens to a lot. A team with great players often doesn't prepare enough for the matches to come, and that preparation really shows when you're coming up against a team like Gasconnie. Final question from me here. We saw a lot of weapon switches from some of your members. Alan changing up the weapons every time, and we even saw Dangorn on the polearm. Are any of these strategies that you think you're going to use in other brawls?
Well, maybe. I can't promise anything. We just wanted to test everything out and see how it will work for us. It's the first match of the season, so we are trying to figure out what's best for us right now.
Fantastic answer. Reynold, Beaumont, any questions for our honourable and noble loser this afternoon?
I think you've asked all the things I wanted to ask, actually, so I think I'm good.
Final thing for the content then. Drew, which teams are you most excited to fight in this season of the Brawl?
Oh, that's a good question. I guess this season will be really competitive, considering the last seasons. Most of the teams were like either really easy or really hard to fight. And this season has a really nice looking roster of teams. And I think every match will be pretty exciting to fight. My honest opinion, I think CI will be CI champions, the one that fought on Sunday. I think they will be a big trouble for everyone, but we are excited to fight them and everyone else.
Fantastic answer. Well, Drew, good luck in the brawls to come. I'm sure you and the boys have a lot to talk about back in the Castagne channel, so I'll let you go for now. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you as well. We're probably going to go back insult Gasconnie some more, but yeah.
Well-deserved insults. Fantastic fighting today, Drew. Have a good evening.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Go.
Well, boys, that rounds out tonight's brawl. How are we feeling? Did it go as expected?
I thought maybe it would have been a bit more split, maybe in the first set. But yeah, this Gasconnie roster is just so well oiled. As Drew said, they, perhaps didn't prepare properly, but I think Gasconnie's, they're constantly training, fighting, always working to get better, build up that cohesion. I think it's really paying off for them.
That is one thing that always sticks with Gasconnie, no matter which team it is. These are teams that spend their time to prepare. They work together as a team, they train hard, and they fight hard. I remember from personal experience, we had Pepin's Gasconnie team sweat their little balls off in preparation to fight my B team, so I know full well the damage a well-trained Gasconnie team can do. Beaumont, before we end off, any comments for the fans?
Any comments for the fans? That's actually a good question. I wasn't expecting this one. Not really. I'm not really surprised of the outcome tonight. I know the Castagne team was pretty strong in the past. They did some good stuff. Now they've got a pretty far different roster than from what they had before, so they're gonna have to work together. I think we've all seen tonight that I don't think they've ever trained together. They didn't have that hive mind going on like Gasconnie had. So I hope they're gonna go far in the brawl, even though they're led by Dangorn, which is pretty shameful. Otherwise, yeah, we'll see how it goes, and I'm pretty sure Gasconnie will go far, or at least try to go far. But Studies will certainly need to learn how to fight the voices properly next time.
True. Thudris, working on those kicks. He might be a monster next time we see him. For me, though, he did well enough. Seeing someone try is better than seeing someone not. Well tried, Thudris the Emblem. Reynold, any final words for our fans?
That's all. Tune in. We're next live on Sunday. We've got, let me say this properly, because Vincent didn't. La Légion du Vin Béni. This is all illegal. Art Noir. And that'll be on Sunday. That's one to look forward to. Same team as from Gasconnie that's just fought. Since the premier Art Noir team, they've been on the rise. Didn't do so hot in their first ball season, but last season did some roster shakeups, did fairly well, made it to the quarterfinals. So that one will be interesting to see.
Absolutely. Art Noir, not a team to be slept on. Just reiterating, unfortunately, we do not have a stream coming this Friday. Instead, our next one, as Reynold said, will be Sunday the 1st of February. We are looking forward to it very much. The details of such brawl will be on the screen shortly. Stick around to see those. From me, though, it's been a privilege to bring you this absolute cockslap of a victory for Gasconnie. 2-0 on the sets, 6-1 and 6-2. What a cast, what a fight, and what a time to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. The BRE Brawl picks up again this coming Sunday. Thank you all, and good night.